Yo, what's up? And we're back. We're gonna talk about Scorpio Rising. Last time we talked about Taurus Rising. We're gonna talk about the opposite. Go ahead and knock that on out. Period. So Scorpio Rising, you got Scorpio in your first house. You have what is it? Aquarius in your fourth house. You have Taurus in your seventh house, and then you have Leo in your tenth house. All right, we're getting better at this. We ain't using the fingers. We doing things. Okay. Yeah, just got a little logic on it. We here, we back. But anyway, so Scorpio risings, what's up, my beautiful, 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 beautiful souls, honey? Y'all are just mysterious in your own way, but y'all are magnetic and sexy on the cusp, like coming off, like y'all present a real rawness of just like sexiness and like mysticism and magneticism and all that good jazz. Yes, yes. So, but thank y'all for being here. So, Scorpio risings, the way that you kind of look at the world, is through this kind of like generational view of like tried and true. What has been tried and true? What has tested to be true to you? What can you trust? What can you not trust? That kind of thing. Like that's kind of the way that you shape or view your world based on has it worked for you in the past or has it worked for society in the past, that kind of thing. So Scorpio is the truth seeker, is all about seeking the truth. So on the rising, this is what you want to show or what you feel comfortable with showing other people that you represent. So you feel comfortable with showing people that you represent seeking the truth as well as being noble to not only who you are but to evolution, right, to things changing and to changing perspectives. And Scorpio is a very spiritual sign, so it also has a sense of evolution, going from the scorpion to this, was it to the snake to the phoenix. I think that's the cycle. Put it in the comments if it's different. You know, you know, here we are. So yeah, so Scorpio understands evolution, understands change, but also is resistant to change. So in the rising sign within your life, you may be a little bit resistant to things within your life, or resistant to change, resistant to taking a risk, or to doing things a little bit different, although that you know that things need to either make that shift or one day will make that shift. So it's not that Scorpio risings, don't understand the change, but they may not also always want to undergo the change, and that's, Scorpio sun, I feel you. So when it comes to the rising, like I say, you will have Uranus in your fourth house. So this, your fourth house speaks on not only how you were nurtured, it speaks on your heritage, where you come from, your roots, who you are, in a sense. And you are a quirky, just unpredictable like person. You already have Scorpio on the rising. To have Uranus on the fourth, this is just like your nature in general. You come off very mysterious, you come off very hard to pin, that kind of thing. And to you, it's just like an everyday life. You fix energy, so you kind of doing the same thing, but to other people it's very hard for them to kind of grasp who you are and what you got going on, honey. But in the fourth house, this could speak to you were either raised by your grandparents or raised by your elders, or someone who was elder to you. Uranus in the fourth house could say that you had an unconventional childhood, or you grew up in an unconventional way. Again, like I said, if you were raised by your grandparents, or if you had a life that other kids maybe possibly didn't have. And Scorpio on the rising, maybe you didn't really tell your friends about the lifestyle that you were living. You maybe wanted to try to fit in, or kind of like go with the flow of life, or the social norms, even though that may have not been your social norm within your home. You know what I mean? So you could have been raised by a step parent as well, whether that be mother or father, as well as, again, like I said, you could have been raised by a grandparent or an elder. Your parents also could have been, they could have birthed you at a young age, and they could have had a mysterious life to you. They could have lived a double life. You could have felt that they were living a double life, or it could have been something about your parents that you feel like you couldn't either grasp, or you didn't know about them. Also, you didn't know about your family or your family history. Like there was like a missing link, and you were always trying to find that truth about it. Also, Uranus in the fourth house can speak to just like where you come from, or not only like the land you come from, but the place you come from. It was just somewhere that was different, somewhere that was, maybe not like the norms, or not like things were like, publicized to be. You probably came from like maybe a small town or something like that, or a small subdivision, or if all your friends lived in poverty, maybe had a pretty good upbringing. Just whatever it was different from your everyday of what you saw. You know what I'm saying? Your norm, not the norm. It was your norm. You know what I mean? Whatever you thought the norm was for you, that your house was just a little quirky, a little bit more different from that. Again, your dad or your mom could have had an unconventional job, or unconventional hobbies, as well as, you could have probably not even had your own room. You know what I'm saying? Uranus in the fourth. You know what I mean? Like you could have had to either share with your brothers, sisters, that kind of thing, or you guys could have even shared your own home. You know what I mean? Like whether your parents rented out your home and y'all stayed with strangers as well, or you could have even been homeless at some point, even in your adult life with the Uranus in the fourth. This is a detachment from home as well, and also a detachment from emotions within the home. So you could have felt as if you were either detached from your mother or father emotionally, or detached from your family, like the outcast, the black sheep, that kind of energy. That could also be an energy with Uranus in the fourth, Scorpio on the rising. Let's move on to the seventh house, so we don't get too much caught up in the fourth. Seventh house, let's talk about relationships, partnerships. With Scorpio on the rising, that puts Taurus on your descendant or in your seventh house. And so this talks about what you're attracting, or what you kind of like in a relationship. Not how you are in a relationship, but what you know what I'm saying, what's your flavor? You know what I mean? What you're attracting, what you're attracted to, that kind of jazz. So with Taurus in the seventh house, you like people who are reliable, people who get the bag, honey, who bring the bag home, honey, who don't mind sharing the bag. You see what I'm saying? People who are dependable, people who are predictable. When it comes to love as well, who you can predict to not only love you, but they display that affection. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's in an earthly way, to where they display it with gifts and good food, and taking you on trips and things like that, because we talking about earth. You know what I'm saying? Earth in your seventh house, honey, you like the six senses of life. You like to be touched, you like to be held, you like to be fed, you like to be good music. You like the six senses: taste, touch, smell, see, hear, all that. You like all of those things to be indulged within your relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, and you like all of those things to be a part of your relationship. So your partner, not only do you attract a partner that is like that, but you attract a partner who also likes those things, and you guys indulge and come together very well within that energy. Um, you know, but and again, like I said, that's Taurus energy. This is a stable partner, someone who's working, focused, driven about foundation, the leisures, not the leisures in life, but the academics in life, as well as, um, enjoying themselves in a comfortable way. Because this is Venus energy. So that's in your seventh house. So that's really good energy. You got Venus energy in the seventh house. Venus is where Venus likes to be, honey. Like, so you are attracting people who like to be in relationships, who like to be in love, who are receptive of your love. But you have to remember that you don't own those people. Same thing like I told Taurus rising, because y'all kind of got that same thing going on. Even Venus in the seventh house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to love, but not be so engulfed in love to where you miss the experience of that person. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Venus in the seventh house is like loving love, or like taking love hostage. And like I said, in the Taurus rising video, your Scorpio in the seventh house is like you wanting to possess your partner. You know what I mean? Versus possessing love. You know what I mean? Like Venus. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Anyway, let me move on before I like derail too much and then we be on another situation. Sorry. Anyway. So yeah. So that's 7. So 10th house, Leo energy. So your career, your job is something that is coming from your heart. This is something that you are passionate about. This is something you're going to literally put your heart on the table with. So whether this be something that shows your creative endeavors, but this is gonna be something quirky and different. It's not gonna be something that everybody like loves to do. Like, so for you, it might be like you might even like love to clean, or you know what I'm saying. You may even like love to like I don't know. I just thought of like Dr. Pimple Popper. I don't know, but it's just like it's gonna be something quirky and different. But it's gonna be something that really you are not only passionate about, but something that you really, I feel like you really love to do. And what I mean by that is like with Uranus in the fourth, again, like I said, it's gonna be an abstract job or a career. Leo in the fifth is gonna be something, I mean Leo in the 10th is gonna be something that you gain status for. Right? And again, it's going to be something that you don't even feel like is work. You know what I mean? So like pedal through it. Like, and I feel like Leo has so many different like work signatures or things that they can do other than like acting and painting and things like that. Like Leo, they love giving back to the community. You know what I'm saying? You could run community drives and things like that. A person who run community homes. You could be someone who does something with kids. Whatever it is with kids. You know what I mean? Like write children books, or take kids on vacations, or you know what I'm saying? Like you know. I don't know. I'm thinking like a big brother, big sister kind of thing. Like it could be something like that. It can be just anything. Like it's just so many things that can be there. So I'm not gonna really hold y'all on that. I'm not gonna hold y'all any more long because it's already been kind of long. But this is my Scorpio Rising video. Again, it won't be my last. So I hope you enjoyed it. Scorpio Rising. I hope I did you justice. Peace and blessings to the next time. Let it be blessed.